Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 39, Akrura's Vision, text number 28. Nivaryamaha Samupetya Madhavam Kim Naha Akarshayan Kula Vruddha Bandavaha Mukunda Sangat Nimisha Artha Dushyajit Daivena Vidvamshita Dina Chetasam Nivarayamaha Samupetya Madhavam Kimno Karshayan Kulavruddha Bandava Mukunda Sangha Nimisha Ashraddha Dushtiyajat Daivena Vidvamshita Dina Chetasam Nivaryamaha Samupetya Madhavam Kimno Karshayan Kulavruddha Bandava Mukunda Sangha Nimishartha Dushyajat Daivena Vidvamshita Dina Chetasa. Please chant. Matajis. Nivarayamaha. Let us stop. Samupetya. Going up to him. Madhavam. Krishna. Kim. What? Naha. To us. Akarshayan. Will do. Kula. Of the family. Vriddha. The elders. Bandavaha. And our relatives. Mukunda Sangat. From the association of Lord Mukunda. Nimisha. Of the wink of an eye. Artha. For one of. Dushyajat. Which is impossible to give up. Daivena. By fate. Vidvamshita. Separated. Dina. Wretched. Chetasam. Whose hearts. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami's disciples. Translation. Let us directly approach Madhava and stop him from going. What can our family elders and other relatives do to us? Now that fate is separating us from Mukunda, our hearts are already wretched, for we cannot bear to give up his association even for a fraction of a second. Purport. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti describes what the gopis thought. Let us go right up to Krishna and pull at his clothes and hands and insist that he get down from his chariot and stay here with us. We will tell him, don't bring upon yourself the sinful reaction for murdering so many women. But if you do that, said other gopis, our relatives and the village elders will discover our secret love for Krishna and abandon us. But what can they do to us? Yes, our lives are already wretched. Now that Krishna is leaving, we have nothing to lose. That's right. We will remain in the Vrindavan forest, just like presiding goddesses, and then we can fulfill our true desire to stay with Krishna in the forest. And even if the elders and our relatives punish us by beating us or breaking us up, locking us up, we can still live happily with the knowledge that Krishna is residing in our village. Some of our girlfriends who are not imprisoned will cleverly find way to bring us the remnants of Krishna's food, and then we can remain alive. But if Krishna is not stopped, we will certainly die. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaura Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Pancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gauravakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namaha Pankajamaya Namaha Pankajane Namaha Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangre Hare Krishna. Gandhiji is very famous for Satyagraha, right? He introduced non-cooperation movement, Rasta Roko. But he is not the first one to do, right? Rasta Roko was introduced by the gopis, right? They are the ones who were lying down. They are planning to pull the cloth of Lord Krishna and stop the chariot from moving. And then non-cooperation movement is started by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? Civil disobedience movement, yeah? Mahaprabhu has started like that. Here we see the gopis, they are more intelligent than all the coward boys, men, and then coward women, because Nanda Maharaj and other gopas, they didn't get a doubt that Krishna will not come back. But the gopis have sensed it, that definitely Krishna will not come back. You know why? Why did they get that idea? Very good. Because Krishna, like the village girls means, completely oiled hair, half a liter hair, they say. In our school, village, our teacher beats my sister or somebody, or, with a slap on the head. Hand is full of, oil. कितना ऑयल डाला आप right? But city woman means all fashion and flowing hair, and they were more fashionable. So the gopis were thinking, if Krishna goes there, the day after tomorrow will be very auspicious morning for the women of Mathura, and very inauspicious morning for the gopis, because Krishna will give darshan to all these women in Mathura, and then they will somehow or other attract Krishna, and then they will not let him come to Vrindavan again. That is why they are blaming the providence, that what kind of providence you are, that you bring the people together and you make them enjoy for some time, and then before they completely enjoy themselves, you separate them, right? You came in the form of not cruel, akrura, but you are behaving so cruelly that the eyes, the ornament of our eyes, our very own life, Mukunda, you are taking him away. You are taking him away. So you have no intelligence at all. So they are blaming providence like that. So what is it? In our life, in our material life also, we see people expressing love, right? Expressing love. When I first came to Mumbai, there is some party group of men. I was friendly. So one of the guys, he was in love with somebody, some girl. So he cut his wrist, right? And with that blood, he wrote a love letter. Right? He wrote a love letter. All those things they do, in this material world also, But it is temporary, nowadays especially. Love in the material world is like Chinese goods. China product का कोई guarantee नहीं रहता है. Right? आजकल ऐसा हो गया. Previously, some love used to be there. So that love is there in our hearts. But the gopis express why gopis have so much love, that they are saying in this verse that even half a moment separation also we cannot tolerate. How they developed so much love for Krishna, then can we also develop so much love for Krishna? What is your opinion? Huh? Can we also develop? Is it possible? Nanda Maharaj was narrating that every year, Krishna's birthday, I narrated this pastime in Bhiwandi. Some of you must have heard. Every year, Krishna's birthday causes great pleasure and also great pain to Vrajavasis. Why great pleasure? Because every year, Krishna's birthday, Mother Yashoda would call all the Brahmins. Then she would arrange elaborate pujas. Then all the mantras and all are chanted. Then all the vidhi, vidhan, everything, and they get the blessings. And then their Kulguru Sandilya Muni gives chants, mantras and all. Then Krishna is also very, very obedient, and then he is not naughty. That how long, Mama, these pujas and all. Like that, he wouldn't say. He would simply very quietly sit and then accept all the pujas and all. Then everything is done. Then after that, these most, then Sandilya Muni blesses Krishna that, you should have long life and all that, like that. And then after that, presentations, gifts. All the covered people, they bring gifts. Somebody would bring a diamond necklace, another person will bring pearl necklace, like that, all expensive gifts, because, Krishna is their life. So they would bring all expensive gifts. But Krishna is not very, very enthused. Meanwhile, there is one devotee, his friend Bhadra, he brought, my dear Kana, you didn't get the very valuable gift. Oh, what is that? Gobar ka tilak. He brought, in a box, he brought Gobar ka tilak. I said, Kana, Gobar ka tilak I brought for you. And then he personally, he put Gobar ka tilak. Then Krishna was so delighted that, oh, my dear friend, I am so grateful to you. Such a beautiful gift you brought. Then he was chastising Sandilya. This should have been taught by Sandilya Rishi. He should have brought, you should have put wine and drink. Like that. I am so grateful to you. I don't know how I'll repay your debt. Like that, so Nanda Maharaj and all, they were very surprised. Hare, hum itna महंगी gift लेके आया. He is not saying anything, and गोबर का तिलक अच्छा लग गया. Then one more boy, he said, he brought Toke. His name is Toke. Very small boy. He said he brought 3-colored flower. 3-colored flower. And then the Toke, then he gives Kana, a gift for you. Hare, Toke, I am so grateful to you. Such a beautiful flower. Such a beautiful gift you brought. Hare, like that. One more fellow brought, 5 types of fragrant lotus flower. It's the best gift in my life, like that. He was very, very happy. And then all the devotees were surprised. Arey, what is this? He is simply satisfied with all these things, and he is not accepting our valuable gifts, diamond necklace and pearl, rings and all that. Then the most painful chapter starts now. That, Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, they have started procedure of written gifts. Right? Written gifts. Right? Sometimes we have the system, written gifts. So written gift, what to be given? So Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, they scurried, and throughout the year they struggled, and they thought of very, very valuable gifts for giving it to, because Khana will be very happy to give satisfy his friends, because he loves his friends, like that. So that is why they procured very, very valuable gifts from all over India, Bharatvarsh, and the gift wrapped nicely and all that. Then they, they wrote the names of all the covered boys. This gift. Sometimes, when we go, they write package, Ramarupa Das. And then other devotees, so and so Das. Because Ramarupa Das ko ज़्यादा dakshina milta hai. इसलिए they are very specific, to give that. Names, not all the packets are same. Right? So it is, then they wrote like that. Krishna Khana sa. So, what is this gift? What is this gift? What is this gift? He was very dissatisfied. Then he started crying. All my friends have so much love for me, and then they brought such valuable gifts. And in return, I'm not able to give proper gifts to my friends. Oh, like that. Then Nanda Maharaj and all, they didn't know how to stop, Krishna from crying. Now what to do? Then they know. Balaram has solution for all the problems. That is why he looked at Balaram. He said, Dao kuch karo. Then Balaram has solution for all problems of Krishna, especially. So he went. He thought. Then he asked, Kana, think about something. Think of something that you only have, and your friends do not have. And that thing will satisfy your friends. Your friends. And then Krishna scratched his head and then, okay, now I know. Then he scattered all the gifts and all. Then he jumped over the table and then he ran towards Bhadra. Then he tightly embraced Bhadra. He said, Bhadra, from today I am yours and you are mine. So he gave himself up. He gave himself. Then he went to Toke. Toke, today I am yours and then you are mine. So each and every, devotee, covered boyfriend, he went and embraced. Then he declared that from today I am yours and then you are mine. And then all the friends are satisfied. So from that day onwards, so this is the quality of Krishna. Right? Anybody who has developed little love for Krishna, he gives himself up. Right? That nobody does it. In the same way, Hanuman, when he came back from Lanka after finding Sita, so Ramchandra again and again is asking, tell me more about Sita, tell me more about Sita. Hanumanji already told so many times, right from the beginning how he met Sita, then what she spoke and all that, like that. But Ramchandra is not satisfied. Hanuman, tell more, tell more. So Hanumanji was thinking, aur kya bolne ka? Means already he, because he is very, very, his memory is very, very sharp. Every word that Sita spoke, he remembered. And then every word he spoke, he remembered. Then he repeated. Again and again. Ramchandra was asking, tell. So Sita ji told you, Rama, that, only I will live only for 2 months. I will live only for 2 months, because otherwise after that I will die, because Ravana has given me 2 months. Ramchandra was surprised. She told that only 2 months, but I cannot live even for a moment. So in Shiva Vaishnava circles there is a discussion, whose love is greater, Rama's love or Sita's love? Whose love is greater? So one Vaishnavacharya says that actually they argue because Rama's love is greater, because Rama is saying I cannot live even for a moment without Sita, but Sita ji is saying she can live for 2 months. Right? So another Acharya retorts, no, Sita ji's qualities are so high and so great that Rama cannot live even for a moment. Like that they argue. Anyway, then Ramchandra was thinking, hey Hanuman, how can I repay your debt? How can I repay your debt? Right? How can I repay your debt? Then he didn't know what to give. Then he pulled Hanuman. Then very tightly embraced Hanuman. I'm indebted to you. I don't have anything more than this. So they say Ramchandra uh, gave himself to Hanuman. So Hanuman kya ho gaya? Right? Like that. In Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Leela also, Gadadera Mahaprabhu, something like that, right? Gadadara, many sometimes Gadadhar Pranadhar. One more name is there. बोलो क्या बोलते हैं? आचार्य चेतन चेतामृत क्या बोलते हैं? गदाधर. Anyway, गदाधर पंडित को अपने आप को बेच दिया चैतन्य महाप्रभु because of his love. So this is the quality of Krishna, right? Is it very difficult to purchase Krishna? Very easy. Just like there are many qualities of Krishna described in Bhakti Rasam Sindhu. Prabhupada says we should keep remembering Krishna's qualities again and again, so that we will become more and more attracted like that. So we should actually, if possible, remember some of the qualities, if possible, all 64 qualities of Krishna. Otherwise, we should discuss amongst ourselves the various qualities of Krishna. So one of the qualities of Krishna mentioned in Bhakti Rasam Sindhu, Krishna is grateful. Krishna is grateful. When Draupadi, she was being disrobed, so she called out, "Hey Dwarkadish, hey Gopala, hey Krishna." Krishna was waiting. When she will call out, then finally she called, "Hey Govinda." So one Shiva Vaishnavacharya says, this Govinda is pin code number of Krishna. Pin code, like if you send letters, unless there is a pin code, it is difficult to reach the letter. So if you want that Krishna should come immediately, what you should say? Govinda. Right? So why? Krishna's favorite name is Govinda. Why? Tell. Why Krishna's favorite name is Govinda? Can you tell? Because he earned it by working hard 7 days and 7 nights by lifting Govardhan, right? Parishram ka kamai, right? Other like that, Govinda. Otherwise, Govinda originally belonged to Varahadev. Name originally, like that. And immediately Krishna came running, right? One Acharya comments that actually in order to supply sarees, he had to go to Kanchipuram. But Kanchipuram jaake Delhi aayega, Dwarka se Kanchipuram jao, South India, right? From west to south and then from south to north. It will take time, right? Right? So he immediately came running to Hastinapur. Then he has to supply sarees. So, very nicely he says, he took out the threads of Mangal Sutras of Kauravas. Then with that thread, he made sarees and supplied. Right? He made like that. Then one Acharya says that whoever had seen Draupadi being disrobed without protest, except Vidura, Krishna wanted to punish everybody, including Pandavas, because Pandavas also watched, without protesting. So Krishna was very angry with Pandavas also. But he did not punish them because it would give pain to his Sakhi, Draupadi. That's why he let them off. Otherwise, everybody who watched Draupadi being disrobed and then who kept silent, they were all punished by Krishna. Then Krishna later on told Draupadi, when you chanted Govinda in a helpless condition, that pukar has made me indebted to you forever. My dear Sakhi, my indebtedness is increasing day by day. So Prabhupada writes in Bhakti Rasam Sindhu that anybody who chants Hare Krishna Mahamantra attracts the attention of Krishna And then Krishna becomes grateful to that devotee. That, So, right? Somebody chants Ramarupa, Ramarupa. Will I be what? Will I become grateful? But, when you chant Krishna's name, he becomes grateful to that devotee. Especially when somebody chants in a helpless condition. Apanna Samskriti Gorang Yannama Vivashe Grunan Tatasadhya Vimucheta Yad Vibeti Swayam Bhayam. This is a verse from first kind of Bhagavatam. So like this, Krishna has wonderful qualities. And then another quality of Krishna in Bhagavatam, 10th canto, Rasa dance, past chapter 29 chapter. So Sukadeva Goswami says, Nunam Nihishreyas Artha Vaktam Bhagavato Rupa Avyayasya Aprameyasya Nirgunam Gunatmanam. Right? So in this verse, Vishwanath Chakravarti comments that Krishna has appeared to give ultimate benefit to all living entities. Ultimate benefit. Somebody wanted to merge with Krishna's body, effulgence, that also will. Somebody wants to go to Vaikuntha, that also he will give. Somebody wants to go to Golok Vrindavan and attain Krishna Prema. So whoever wanted, whatever they wanted, Krishna came to give that. Then, one thing, Avyayasya means, even though Krishna gives himself to each and every devotee, still he doesn't decrease. He is still available, even though he gave himself to all the Golok Vrindavan devotees, all Brajavasis and all. But still, Krishna is available. Krishna is available. Okay, that's why Vishnu. And then Nirgunam, and then Gunatmana. Because he is above three modes of nature. That's why he is Apramesya. He is immeasurable. And then Gunatmanan. He is full of all good qualities. All good qualities. So, Namarupa Gunalila. So, we should actually, remember Krishna and his wonderful qualities again and again. And then become attracted to the wonderful Krishna. Right? So by constantly discussing about Krishna, by like Jnane Prayasa Udapasya Namanti Eva Jivanti Sanmukaritam Bhavadiyavartham Stane Stita Shrutigatam Tanuman Manobhir E Prayasa Jita Ajita Asitais Trilokya. Krishna is unconquerable, but Krishna becomes conquered by only one thing. What is that? We should hear Krishna Katha from the lips of a pure devotee. That's it. Stane Sthita Shuddhigatam Tanuvan Manobhir. Right? If somebody cannot read Bhagavatam, by simply offering obeisance to Srimad Bhagavatam, he will become perfect in life. Simply by keeping Bhagavatam at home. That's why we should now, book distribution is coming. We should convince people. Right? Prabhupada said, what is the use of, so many of your lecture? One book, will save their lives. Right? So that is why when we try to distribute books, open the book and show the paintings of the book. Very nice. Prabhupada said they are windows to the spiritual world. And then make them read one line at least. While distributing books. Because Prabhupada said, if anybody reads one line from my book, they will become perfect. Right? Like that. So this Krishna Katha, simply by hearing this Krishna Katha, we can actually purchase Krishna. Just like, Prabhupada writes in 6th canto Bhagavatam that, Krishna has conquered the devotees and the devotees also have conquered Krishna. Whatever Krishna tells, devotees do, and then whatever devotees tell, Krishna does. So the mutual conquering, process is mutual. Krishna conquers devotees, and devotees also conquer Krishna. So like this, we should. So Krishna is easily available to those devotees, who glorify is Nama, Rupa, Guna and Leela. Right? It's not very difficult. So the Prabhupada is the most intelligent Acharya to have appeared. And then he has given such a wonderful process that, simply by staying in this temple, we can go back to Godhead. Right? If you can't do anything else, at least take prasadam, Prabhupada said. Right? Anybody will like prasad, right? So come to the temple. It is mentioned that in Bhakti Rasam Sindhu, Prabhupada writes that when the arati is going on, one should look at the lotus face of Mukunda. Right? Simply, not that, when Aarti is going on, Prajalpa is also going on, talking here and there, looking here and there. No, you should focus your attention on especially Deep Aarti is going on. You should look at the lotus face of Mukunda, Radharas Bihari. Why? Because simply, that is why in South, of course, Prabhupada's grace, that he set up lights, in the altar. But if you Guruvayur temple and all, there is all dark, You will not know only what form Krishna is that day, in Guruvayurappan temple. But here, we have full lighting and all. They are very traditional and they don't accept this lighting up and all. But we are very, very fortunate, we can see. But in South India, if you go, they put, Karpur lamp and then they show the face, they show the lotus feet. They describe. That is why, because when the Aarti is going on, you should look at the lotus face of the Lord. So it is mentioned that 10 million Brahmahatya Pap will be reduced, will be nullified simply by looking at the face of Krishna. 10 million other papas and then 10 million the papas to be committed. That is if anybody who comes and offers obeisances to the Lord in the temple, it is mentioned, a person who has performed 10 Ashwamedha Yajnas, he may have to take birth again, but not that person who has offered obeisances with Trikarana Shuddhi, Manasa, Vacha, Karmana. Right? That he doesn't have to take birth again. So, in the temple, we should, Uddhava says, we should actually, Bhakti Rasam Sindhu quoted, that we should actually accept Nirmalya of Krishna. Right? Nirmalya of Krishna. The garlands, that Krishna wore, the scent that is offered to Krishna, and the flowers that are offered to Krishna. Right? During COVID, everybody is afraid, to take the fragrance of the scent. Wear the Maha garland or accept the flowers. We used to dump the flowers. But throughout the 2 years, every day I was wearing Maha garland and taking the flower Manutta myself. Nothing happened. Otherwise, everybody is afraid, flowers ke dwara COVID aa jayega. I was telling, transcendental, once you offer, how will COVID will remain? Right? People are afraid to offer obeisance also. COVID lag jayega. Right? So, anyway, so this is, we should actually eager, if the devotee is not giving you Maha flower, you should ask, he didn't give me the flower today. Not that every day I am getting. Because of all this, every day coming and attending Mangalarti and doing all these activities, reduce our sinful reactions. Because, we have been here since trillions of years, Anadi Bahirmukha. Right? And then that is why Prabhupada has established this temple, so that we can do all these things to attract the attention of Radharas Bihari. So once, after establishing Radha Landaneshwar temple, Prabhupada once visiting the temple once, Yamuna Mataji, she was very, very lovingly looking at the deities of Radha Landaneshwar and appreciating. And then Prabhupada observed it. Then, oh, Yamuna, did you like the deities? So Yamuna Mataji said, yes, Prabhupada, I love them. Then Prabhupada said, this is enough. Chant 16 notes, take darshan of Radha Landaneshwar, take nice prasad. If possible, do some service. This is enough for going back to Godhead. This is enough for attaining love of Krishna. Right? Prabhupada writes in 3rd canto, 25th chapter, Pashyanti te me ruchirani ambasanta. Prasanna vaktra arunalochanani. Rupani divyani varapradani. Sakam vacham spruniya vadanti. Right? Yad darshaner avyavair udara vilasa hasekshita vamasuktai. Hritatmana hut pranamscha bhaktir anichyato me gatimanvim prayunkte. Right? So Prabhupada writes, this is how Pashyantite me, how the devotees, they love, how the decorated deities, in the temple. And they look at me with lovingly, and they drink the beauty of me, and they speak to me, because then they think that I am their friend, and they get attracted, and they remember the Vilasa Hasekshita Vamasukte. They get attracted to the wonderful pastimes of me. Such devotee, without their knowledge, they will go back to Godhead. Prabhupada writes, there are so many yogis and all, they will not, get anything. But a neophyte devotee who comes to the temple and offers obeisance to that deities, and then takes prasad and takes charnamrit. Charnamrit, like every day we should take. Prabhupada writes that anybody who takes charnamrit every day, they will not, Yamaduta se mulakat nahi hogi. Those who take charnamrit. What to speak taking charnamrit? Anybody who is living within the 10 miles of Hare Krishna temple, they will not get meeting with the Yamadutas, Yamaraj. Right? All these Christians, beefeaters, they are very lucky, Hare Krishna Mandir. That's why Prabhupada wanted, to so many temples to be established, gorgeous worship to be introduced, so that people come and get attracted. Right? So Prabhupada says, without their knowledge, they will go back. Prabhupada writes, very imperceptibly liberated. Means, like every day we are coming, without our knowledge, we are getting liberated. We are thinking, I am very fallen, this and that. But Krishna doesn't think like that. Every day is coming to the temple. Right? So this is, that is why Prabhupada insisted. Not that, no Mangalarti, no Prasad. No. If you don't come for Mangalarti, right, 10 million Brahmahatya Pap reh jayega. Right? Because kitne Brahman ko maar ke aaye hum. Pata nahi. Right? So it's a great loss. Right? So this is simply by hearing. So in another purport, Prabhupada writes that Krishna has performed all these wonderful pastimes. Simply by hearing them, we will develop love for Krishna. Right? Which is, like Shrutakirti Prabhu was saying, Prabhupada was writing reading once Krishna book in Spanish language. So Hridayananda Maharaj asked, Prabhupada, you know Spanish? You can read? Prabhupada said, a devotee can do anything for Krishna. So he's reading. So Shrutakirti Prabhu was saying that Prabhupada's favorite thing is, every day he would sit in the Los Angeles garden and then he would hear Krishna book. And Shrutakirti Prabhu observed that whenever he would read Krishna killing the demons pastime, Prabhupada would become very animated and then express joy and all that, like that. So he would every time he would choose, choose which demon to be killed and all that. One day he was actually searching because already so many demons are killed already. So Krishna, he was searching which pastime to read. Then Prabhupada said, no, all Krishna's pastimes, anywhere you can read. Krishna book is like Gulab Jamun. Anywhere you bite, it is sweet. Right? We should actually develop, this habit of every day read 10th canto Bhagavatam, some pastime every day. Don't miss out. Every day take Krishna book and read one pastime at least. Reading, it becomes a part of you. It becomes a part of you. Some of the pastimes I can just, off the hand I can tell. Because so many times I've been reading. Every day I read either 10th canto Bhagavatam or Krishna book every day. So I developed that habit. So it is very, very nice. So all these pastimes, Krishna performed, Prabhupada writes, in order to attract people, so to make us read these wonderful pastimes, and then develop love for Krishna, just like the gopis. Right? Oh, sometimes Krishna will just give you love of God. Right? What is who is the example? 3 examples. Anybody can tell? Huh? No. Krishna. I'm talking about Krishna. Number 1, Sukadeva Goswami. Right? That is why he didn't undergo any regulatory principles and all. Krishna simply wished that Sukadeva Goswami should get love of Krishna. He got it. Right? Number 2, Brahmana's wives. Right? All these, Brahmanas, they were doing tapasya, they were doing brahmacharya, this and that. But Brahmana's wives, they didn't undergo anything. They didn't undergo any austerity, penance or brahmacharya, this and that. They were simply, but they were only doing only one thing. What is that? Hearing Krishna Katha. That also from? They didn't go to some Bhagavat Saptaha and hearing Krishna Katha. Right? They were hearing Krishna Katha from betel nut sellers, fruit sellers, dhobis, all those who are working in Nandabhavan, they were coming and tell Krishna did like this, Krishna did like this, Krishna did like this. Krishna did like this. So simply by hearing from betel nut sellers, they developed love for Krishna. Krishna did okay, take love, you don't need guru and all. Le lo. Krishna prem de diya un log. Right? And then the residents of not residents, inhabitants of visitors of Kurujangala forest. When Krishna was traveling from Dwarka to Astinapur on the chariot, and then Krishna is so beautiful, with flowing hair, and then very nice, crown, and beautiful, blooming lotus petals like eyes, complexion like, cloud, rainy cloud, bluish cloud, and then wearing, Pitambar Vastra, right? So Krishna, and then beautiful golden chariot, drawn by 4 beautiful white horses. And there is a commotion everywhere. Dwarkadish is coming. Then all the lakhs and lakhs of people have gathered on both the sides of the road. And then Krishna's chariot was passing by, very fast. And then they got a glimpse of Dwarka, Krishna, Shyam Sundar. Just a glimpse. And then Krishna glanced at all of them and then wished that they should get love of Krishna. Right? And then simply by glancing, he gave love of Krishna to all the Kurujangala forest people, those visitors. And then simply by wishing that Sukadeva Goswami attained love of God. And then he just gave love of Krishna to Brahmanas. That's why he said, Brahmanas' wives blessed. But life membership preachers का हमारा experience है. if you are in the field, sometimes you may be struggling to get big donations. But if you are in the field, you may attract some big donor. If you are not in the field, how will you, right? Like that. Suppose you stay in the temple, you distribute books, attend the temple programs, then Krishna will give, okay, take love of Krishna. So it is very, very difficult to, attain, Vishnu Thakur writes in 10th Canto Bhagavatam that in Gopal Tapani Upanishad, the Krishna's beauty is described, and then it is mentioned that one should meditate on this beautiful form of Krishna. Right? That he's wearing Pitambar Vastra, and then he's bluish in color, then lotus petals, his beautiful eyes, like that, it's described. So Vishnu Thakur says that even though devotees, neophyte devotees, are unable to fix his mind for a long time on the wonderful form of Krishna, Krishna simply by seeing their effort, he rewards them. In this Krishna consciousness, simply by trying to become Krishna conscious, you will become Krishna conscious. Right? You just pretend that you are a devotee, you will become a devotee. Right? One day you will become a devotee. Like that, this is so easy. Right? So the purpose of Krishna's appearance in this world is to, and especially of Lord Chaitanya, is to give, that prema that the gopis have achieved. We should not settle for anything less. Right? Tomorrow, if Lord Ramachandra says, "Come to Ayodhya," we should be able to say, Hanuman, not Ramachandra, Hanumanji comes in, like in Brihad Bhagavatamrita it is there. Hanumanji recommends, come, Rama is very, very merciful and all. Right? If Dwarkadish comes and tells, come to Dwarka, or Narayana comes and tells, come to Vaikuntha. Right? Only, not even Goloka, only Shyam Sundar, that too, Krishna Prema, nothing less, not like Putana, Putana is also in Golok Vrindavan. Right? But she didn't get love of Krishna. So, this is the, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was visiting Jagannath temple, Jagannath temple, no rules and regulations, right? In our temple we have some line and all that, right? But in Jagannath temple, toot pado bus, Jagannath, right? So, whenever you go and ask, when is the darshan? You ask the Panda. Once I was waiting very hard. When is the darshan? Whenever Kalia wants. Right? So, yeah. Then people gather, and then they open the door. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was standing always, at Garuda Stamba and taking darshan. So suddenly, Jagannath's form disappeared, and then Krishna's beautiful form appeared with Tribanga form, and then Krishna playing flute, touching his, keeping the flute near the lips. So meanwhile, one lady, she was so eager, because so much rush was there, one old lady, she was unable to get darshan of Lord Jagannath. Immediately she climbed on the shoulder of Lord Chaitanya. And then, this Govinda said, "Hey, foolish lady, what are you doing? Get down. Do aparad. Ek Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you're touching his shoulder with your feet, and then Garuda Stamba. Get down. Then she realized, oh, what I've done. But Mahaprabhu chastised, Adivasya. Adivasi means uncivilized being, or another meaning, Adivasya, right? Uncivilized man. Why are you disturbing her? She has got, she is very, very fortunate that Lord Jagannath has blessed her with such a great eagerness to have darshan of Lord Jagannath, that Lord Jagannath has captured her manasa vacha karmana, mind, body and words, life. I pray to her to give me such kind of eagerness to have darshan of Lord Jagannath. Right? So, in that chapter, it is mentioned. Mahaprabhu, when he saw Krishna, and then he disappeared. So he was actually experiencing the feelings that are felt by the gopis when Krishna was going away, being taken by Akrura. Right? In Hamsa Sandesha, it is mentioned that there are 10 symptoms that gopis, Srimati Radharani especially, has gone through, and the other gopis also have gone through. The first symptom is chinta. Chinta, it means anxiety. So Radharani was thinking that, my dear Vishaka, now Akrura has already kept the rath ready. And then now he is going to take away Krishna. I cannot live without Krishna even for a moment. So, because of that, I may die. Right? I may die. But if I die, when Krishna will come to know that I have died, so Krishna will come to see me. And other Gopas and Gopis, when he sees that all of us died, then Krishna will feel great pain. That's why Radharani is saying, I will not die. Right? I will not die. That is Chinta. Another is Jagrata. Jagrata means wakefulness. Right? Wakefulness. Some of the lovers, they write, I want to, I want to see you all the time, but I cannot see you. At least if I sleep, I hope that you will come in my dream, I can see you. But alas, I don't even get sleep. Like that they write poems. This has come from Radharani. Radharani is saying, oh, my dear Lalita, I wish that if Krishna comes in my dream, it will be my great good fortune. It will be a great good fortune. But what to do? If I sleep only, I will get a dream, na? Because now I am not able to see Krishna. Now I cannot even see Krishna in my dream because the sleep has become my enemy. So it did not touch my eyes ever since Krishna left. So all this, whole original love story. Anyway, Udvega, mental agitation. Right? My dear Vishaka, I cannot describe, the anxiety that I am undergoing ever since Krishna left Vrindavan. I am unable to tolerate this pain. What to do? Like that, she was saying. Another is Tanva. Tanva means thinness. So Uddhava was describing to Krishna that, my dear Krishna, the condition of Srimati Radharani, she became very, very thin because ever since you left Vrindavan, she stopped eating. Right? So she lost her complexion. She became very, very thin. If any Hava great, if some air flows very swiftly, she will fly. Right? So, like that. Pralapa, mad talking, mad talking. She was speaking very madly that, Kwananda kula chandrama kwa siki chandra kalankritaha kwa mandra murali ravaha kwanu surendra neela dyutihi kwa rasa rasa tandavi kwa sakhi jiva rakshaudir nidimama suhruttama ka tava hanta ha digvidihi. My dear friend, where is the glory of the family of Maharaj Nanda, who wears half-moon ornament on his head? Where is Krishna, whose hue is just like that of Indranila jewel, and who plays so nicely on his flute? Where is your friend, the best of all men, so expert in dancing in the circle of the rasa dance? Where is he who is the real medicine to save me from dying of heart disease? I must condemn Providence, for he has caused me so many tribulations by separating me from Krishna. So like this, she was, and then moha, illusion, and then vyadhi, unmada, madness, and malina angata, uncleanness, the bodily parts and all, they were not stopped taking bath and all that. And then finally mrityu. So these are the 10 symptoms were described in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So Mahaprabhu is experiencing these symptoms, being separated from Krishna. Anyway, so they tried to stop Krishna from going, and then Krishna said that no, I will come back. So did he come back? Huh? Did he come back? Adhoksha Prabhu, did he come back? No, he left, na. That is Bhava Prem Harinam, right? Did he come back? No, I will tell you, because Harish Shauriji, he, Krishna, Lord Krishna, Govinda, he appeared in his dream and told him that you write 10th Canto Bhagavatam commentary. Right? But he could not finish Bhagavatam commentary because he felt so much separation when Krishna left Vrindavan. So he died after writing 46 chapters because he could not, right? So devotees, they feel great separation and pain that Krishna left Vrindavan. And, but actually, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also, I think he feels like that. He also does not like that Krishna left Vrindavan and then he didn't come back because he told the gopis that I am coming back after Dhanuri Yajna. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, now there is no time, but I'll just mention when the topic comes, I will describe very elaborately. But Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that when Nanda Maharaj was coming back, it is improper for pastime that Nanda can remain without Krishna, can come back without Krishna. Because he has so much love for Krishna that he would have died then and there only. So it is improper. So he says, for the satisfaction of the devotees, I am giving you this explanation that when Nanda Maharaj was coming back, Krishna and Balaram expanded into two. So one Krishna, another Balaram, and other set of Gopas and Nanda Maharaj and all, they were shown to suffer separation from Krishna in order to teach ultimate love of Krishna to Uddhava. That is there. And in another part, Krishna and Balaram, they came with Nanda Maharaj and they were doing all wonderful pastimes. So this is a good news for all of you that actually Krishna has come back. Because another quality of Krishna is truthful. Kunti Maharani says, sunshine may become cool, moonshine may become hard, but you will not go back on your word. Because Krishna told Mother Kunti that, Buva, I will bring back your 5 sons. Right? Aapka ginti kam nahi hogi. 6 बनने का था, लेकिन Karna also said, आपको चिंता मत करो, 5 रहेगा. Right? So Krishna also said, 5 रहेगा. So Kunti Maharani said, you are a truthful person that, you promised that Bhuva. So Krishna said, okay, Bhuva, see, I fulfilled my promise. I brought back your 5 Pandavas intact. Like that. So Krishna is a truthful, So he has come back according to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. But two forms. One form of Krishna and the Gopas and the Gopis, they are suffering, and to show that, the extent of love of Krishna, to teach to Uddhava. Another form of Krishna and all, they are usually performing wonderful pastimes. But anyway, ultimately after Dantavakra was killed, Krishna came to Vrindavan. This is given in Padma Purana because Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, Sanatana Goswami says that purposefully Sukadeva Goswami did not say, because Parikshit Maharaj belonged to that Kshatriya clan, Yaduvamsha and all, he would feel bad that, Yaduvamshis are killed so badly. And then Krishna took Vrajavasis to Golok Vrindavan very nicely. So he would feel bad. That's what in Padma Purana, Vishwanath Thakur quoted. Padma Purana very elaborately described how Krishna came after Dantavakra was killed. He came to Vrindavan. For 2 months he stayed. He performed Rasalila and all that. Then he took all the Vrajavasis to Golok Vrindavan. And then Krishna, Dwarkadish, he came to Dwarka. Like that. So Krishna did come back. We will describe when the time comes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Any questions, comments? Mic do, Nimai Nitai Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for such Krishna Katha and taking our minds to Vrindavan. That explanation of Bhadra and Toke bringing such simple things and then Krishna reciprocating in a simplest way, that was very enlivening. And also these three devotees who got Krishna Prema just very, very easily by Krishna's mercy. So, a couple of questions, Prabhuji, I'll ask one by one. First was, you were saying that every year Janmashtami, so Brajabasis used to have happiness also and sadness also. So, am I understanding correctly that you said sadness they used to feel when they will not be able to have suitable gifts which Krishna can give? Correct?
Krishna would start crying. Proper gift nahi dilaya. Like that.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Another small question was, Prabhuji, you were mentioning that I think in the case of Dvijpatnis, that Krishna said, okay, no need to worry about Guru. You, because you are such sweet devotees, you take Krishna Prema. In one class by one senior devotee, he was referring to one purport of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, that Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that there is never any case like that. So then he was telling some examples of devotees in Odisha, in the recent history, that generally people say that, they did not ever have a guru, but they got Krishna Prema. But then he was telling, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that actually there are 3 cases, Pura, Praktan, Paramparik and Adhunik. So these 3 types of guru, 3 ways of person gets guru, but nobody is there who gets Krishna Prema without having a guru. So then how to reconcile, Prabhuji, both?
No. Prabhupada himself, there is a book, 40 years of celebration of Vrindavan temple. So I have that book, if you can read. So Shyam Sundar Prabhu asked Srila Prabhupada that, Prabhupada, I heard that Vrajavasis, they don't have to take guru. They don't need a guru. Prabhupada said, yes, because Krishna is their guru. You say, what you use correct. But Krishna is their guru. Without guru you cannot have. Krishna is their guru. Then Shyam Sundar Prabhu said, okay then Prabhupada, I will not like to take birth in Vraj. Prabhupada said, why? Because I can't have you as my guru. Prabhupada liked it very much. See, so humble he is. Yeah. So where is Brahmana's wives? Where did they have guru? But if you think that betel nut sellers are their gurus, that way you can see. Hare Krishna. Dhanyavad. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare. This is some, yeah.
Hare Krishna, Puji. Puji, now you mentioned about in Gopal Tani Upanishad, you mentioned that. Gopal Tani Upanishad, you mentioned. Gopal Tapani Upanishad. Tapani, you mentioned now. So you said that if someone meditate on bluish form Krishna, he will get highest benefit. So Prabhuji, bluish form, but sometimes we read in Prabhupada books, it's mentioned sometimes Krishna has a blackish form, like a black cloud, newly monsoon.
No. Krishna is another name is Blue Boy. Blue boy. He's not black, bluish black.
So it means a blue and black combination like.
Yeah.
Thank you.
One means black man, he told Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Krishna is also black, na? Prabhupada said, he is not black like you. Hare Krishna.